When Jungkook got married, it was an arranged marriage fixed by their parents. Fan didn't know much about him because she never talked to him before. He was handsome, tall, and calm. Her parents liked him because he was very respectful. They were in their twenties. Now he entered and she looked at him and smiled. She broke the hug and looked at him. Can't I just hug you? You can, but I was just asking. She smiled, and today I went out with Ash and bought many things. With Ash, she nodded. Are you talking to her? Yes, I forgot the words for. Oh, first she wasn't at full at time. She was angry. She came to me. Let's go dinner. He nodded. They both walked out. They were happy and never got into a fight. She never heard everything was going well at that time. His whole family was so kind with her, but sometimes Ash behaved rudely. No one came and sat down with him. His family looked at her them and they started eating. One was confused what to eat because it was bunch of dishes. She looked at one of the dishes and was about to put it, but this is just for Mr. Joy, Janku and Johan. Why there are so many dishes but she can eat another? When Jungkook got silent, she put another thing in her plate quietly. When didn't like it, she became uncomfortable. But she silently ate the food without doing anything. In the room, Ryan was sitting quietly and looking outside. He came and sat on beside her. She looked at him. Why did you become so harsh suddenly? While mom always like this, don't mind it. Tell me what you want to eat. I can buy everything for you. My Newton told him when he went to buy for her. He was very polite. Jungkook was doing another work, but he didn't earn so much of it. Everything in their house was with the money of Mr. Joe. Mr. Joe was so rich and had so many properties, so the order of him had managed by Anna and that was managed by his mother. Without her orders, nobody couldn't take anything. Mine didn't live like this before. Now he came back and handed her white money. She took it and smiled. She loved him, even though it was an arranged marriage. It was her first step. They both are together by talking. She forgot everything, but when he did these things, wait to for her. The next day, Van was making the food. Sayan was the wife of his older brother. They both were making the food. They didn't have the cooks even though they could. That they thought that they didn't need it because they had Sayan and wine. They did everything. Sayan was burning with anger. One looked at her. We are working like maids. Don't you think that this is wrong? Only 2% are making while the other were chilling. I'm tired. I hate them. Why are you living here? I mean, we have a problem and you don't. God, Mr. Joy didn't let his son get out of this house when Mr. and Mrs. Joy did never let them. Believe me, why? I don't know. She just stopped and started making the food for how many people they have cats in their house. Why and someone never thought of getting out of their house because they never thought that and they always thought that everything would get better. After when the cats went back, one was standing by while washing the so many dishes and plates. There were so many things she was them lonely because I went to her room while getting angry. Junk wasn't at home, he was with his friends. Mine was sitting on the bed while looking at her hands. They were so beautiful, started to look ugly. Her hands got and they were hurting her. So she started crying silently. She was the only daughter of her parents and never did anything, so it was hard for her to do that. But still, she never said anything to anyone. Changu came out of the closet and looked at her. She didn't know that he was inside. Oh no, this must hurt you. She nodded. What did you do? First, I cleaned the house and then made the food and then washed the dishes. I started to be locked. Don't cry. I will talk to them tomorrow. She nodded. The next day, Mom, my wife was crying last night because of too much work. Her hands were burning, hurting so much. I made. Why so much with her so they can't do all that alone every day you have gets okay. I will hire a maid for cleaning and washing. After a month, Vine was sitting with Ash came. Vine, are you free? Vine looked at her and yes, let's go somewhere. You know I have so many things to tell you. She said was when Vine got up and they both walked out. They came and asked about so many things. I sat down and I started telling everything. They're sending him to prison if because they that my parents make me marry someone else. They don't want to leave him. I just started falling when I was sitting at a prison fair. Why don't you like him? Stop crying. We can't do anything. We can give the money to them. They will leave him, but your parents will not give you the money. They don't like him. I know, but I have sets. We will set them and get money. Where from where you get those? I have. Don't worry. Just be with me. Don't tell Jangu. Okay, don't worry. Why hesitate? Why you don't have to worry and be afraid. Nobody will come to know about this. This will remain secret. After he come out, he will talk to my parents. I believe they will accept him. Why not? Just be with me. One came and thought about that, although they were not letting Ash marry the man she wanted. Ash was the same age as one. The man was so upset, but Ash was just a normal but rich girl. She was crazy for him. She wanted to do everything just to let him out of the prison. She cried so much in front of Van, which made Van feel bad for him. Now she was thinking, what about Jungkook? After a week, Van was standing there while looking at Johan. He was talking bad about Jungkook. Ash was looking at them with hateful eyes. Why do Ash start going outside daily? Van is influencing her in a bad way. Keep Van away from Van. Ash, fine, Jungkook was not at all. Why crazy? What are you talking about? Keep this out of your mind. Vine was crying. He was so loud. Vine had so much good bonding with his younger sister. She was standing beside her while trying to calm her down. Vine, go to your room. Don't mind this, but she's always like this. I hope you understand. In her room, she didn't know that Johan was such a negative person. She started to blame Vine. While the conversation ended there, his parents made Johan shut his mouth and didn't let Jungkook know about this. Vine didn't tell him, so he was so jealous of Vine. After a month, I will come back. Wait, Vine. You don't have to worry, okay? She hugged him and closed her eyes. Sometimes she was afraid of his family. They were so weird. They kept changing their behaviors, which was confusing her. He met his family and went out of, and his family were also going to their old home to meet their relatives. They left Soyeon and Wine alone. Soyeon was okay with her in front of her face. Wine sat and Soyeon sat with her. Wine, do you know about Jungkook? Wine looked at her surprisingly. Don't know. He loved her name silly. Is this true? Yes, and you know, he loved her so much he only wanted to marry her. He fought so much for her, but Mrs. Joy didn't let him. I believe that he still has her photo. One check is for her, but that he still loved her. One childhood she tried to act normal, but her heart was fully broken. She thought that he loved her. She really checked his closet, but there was nothing. She thought that he hid them somewhere, but she didn't call him after reading everything. He didn't even pick up his call. She was so heartbroken and overthinker. Nobody was there to tell the truth. After a week, he came and she was sorry. He tried to talk to her about his trip, and she seemed like she wasn't interested in front of everyone. They came into the room and he was about to go to the closet, but do you still love her with whom he wanted to marry? He stopped and looked at her. He didn't accept this. She walked towards him and told me, I know everything. I don't have any photos, and no, I don't love her now. I know you're lying. But why would I lie to you? She's married now. And I'm also, I don't want her now. And who told you this? So yeah, he made a knowing face. She told you that I have her photos. Fine, nodded. Fine, why did you listen to her? She just wanted to fight you. I don't have her photos or love her. I married you because I wanted to. Nobody forced me, okay? You don't have to be worried and cry over this. He said while holding her back, while holding her hands and hugged her. Many years passed and they both were blessed with two daughters. He loved his daughter so much that they were living like a happy family. But there was still a problem. I was sitting in front of Vine while crying. Vine was looking at her but feeling bad. I want him to come out. I will give them the money. I will come out. Fine, please come with me. I can't do this alone. You don't have to be afraid, please. But I didn't know what to say, but stayed silent. I cried like a mess. After 3 months, I was crying in front of her and his younger sister were talking about him. She was telling her that she sold everything for him, but they didn't let him out. And Soyeon had everything. Soyeon was ready to tell Johan everything was shocking for Soyeon. The next day, Van was talking to Jungkook, but suddenly they heard Johan's voice. What happened? He walked her while Van followed him after hearing loud voices. They came downstairs and Johan was talking about Van's characters and Ash's girl made much like this. Ash was she sold. But I talking about her had everything. They wanted someone to come out of prison. But I doesn't have any Julie said. She looked at her mom. She sold yours. Is this true, Ash? You did this, mom? Johan did this. She sold them. I tried to stop her. She said she needs them. She sold them for someone else. Van's face fell and she looked at her. Jungkook looked at Van. You was the one who wanted him to come out of the prison. That's why you sold the sets and didn't know that they were. Mrs. Joy didn't sell them. She's lying. Jungkook was looking at her quietly. Told you will want to everything. Now she is blaming us for everything. Uncle, please me. I really didn't do anything. I tell them the truth. I am telling the truth. You are lying. You told them. And then his family started blaming and abusing one. They started using bad words for her. Jungkook looked at them and stopped it. They all looked at him and no one else started to abuse her. Where is the proof? What if Sash is lying? So you are saying my daughter is lying for one? She is not lying. Your wife is not good. She sold them for some. Mom, please, I believe her. I know she is not like this. She can't do this. One was standing behind him with fear. She grabbed as you went. Jungkook was fighting to them for fun. She had enough. She didn't want to stay in that house anymore. She never thought that Ash would be accused, and this hurt her so much. She ran towards the room and Jungkook was still talking to them. She called her brother and they came within an hour. They talked to him. They were still blaming Ryan. They talked to Jungkook and told him that they were going and no need to stop. Then he tried to stop her, but it was good for her to go out of that house for that day. She took her daughters with her. She left the house. After that, Jungkook found out everything and told his parents, they still blamed Ryan. Now he was sitting with his friends while his tears were falling. Stop. Why I don't want to divorce her. She is my wife and the mother of my babies. I will not divorce her. They know Ash was asked for, but still was blaming. Why they are saying that one should stop Ash. They didn't say that Ash was at fault. What will you do now? I will not talk to my parents. He entered her house and she was sitting there. She looked at him and got drunk. He walked towards her and her mother came out. He talked with them. I didn't believe that he came because his parents wanted him to divorce it, but was his fault for what happened. He was trying to save his marriage from the first day. Now mine was sitting silent. The daughter was sleeping. She was looking concerned. Are you mad at me? He asked. No, no, I know it's not your fault. She was happy that he believed her.